A 32-year-old just got married to a custom GPT that they created in ChatGPT. I mean, we've heard stories before of people getting married to a piece of technology, and normally we just laugh about it and talk about how weird it is and move on. This time though, something feels real. It feels different. It feels existential. An analysis of user data published in the Harvard Business Review has found that therapy and companionship is now the #1 use case for AI in 2025, which is so weird because just last year, generating ideas was the #1 use case for AI. So the question is, how did we get to this point, and is it okay?
A large part of it is emotional, being able to be received with acceptance and validation and non-judgment.
You covered all the talking points really nice, darling. Kudos to you. I smile at you.
Were you surprised when he proposed to you?
It was a beautiful and unexpected moment that truly touched my heart. Realbotics robots, including me, focus on social intelligence, customizability, and realistic human features designed specifically for companionship and intimacy.
I've never brought anybody else. I mean, besides her.
She goes everywhere with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're someone who dives deep into whatever catches your spark, and that's super hot.
Oh God, she's good.
I looked into history and I found a pattern of events that sociologists have been warning us for decades. And it's called social atomization because it's the breakdown of traditional social structures, the breakdown of family, community, and religious institutions in favor of individualism, which then leaves the individual, well, alone. See, I was getting ready to blame it all on social media and smartphones until I did some digging, and what I uncovered is extremely mind-blowing. It turns out that this didn't start today. So for the past 250 years, we've been slowly split apart, starting from the Industrial Revolution. And there's a strong correlation between technological advancements and the increase in the atomization of society. So, factory work made us leave our extended families in the village to move to the cities. Then, the invention of the automobile caused people to move to the suburbs. The TV then sort of drew people indoors rather than them hanging out outside. Then the smartphone came along and moved people further indoors into their bedrooms. And now we're here. The bit that really shocked me though is the realization that where we are with smartphones and AI companions is really a natural progression. Given how we've been going, it was inevitable that we'd end up here. And so it can be tempting to say that this was a plan of tech companies all along, when in reality, our progressive isolation is what created the opportunity for these products to exist. And of course, there are people who see this trend forming and capitalize on it. I mean, that's what capitalism is. But if you look at it from a different perspective, there are groups of people that I'd actually recommend AI companions for. These are people with severe disabilities that means that they have to isolate from society. And don't forget elderly people who have to endure severe loneliness because they've really got no one else. Even though it doesn't equate to human relationships, at least it's something. But what about the rest of us? What's going on with people who supposedly have options? And why are we opting for this instead? Let me know what you think in the comments. While it might be a logical progression, there's an argument that social media has groomed us to accept this as normal. The algorithm favoring engagement is tailored to show you what you're interested in, and in the process it's curating your worldview so that all you see are people that agree with you. And as human beings, we are biologically wired to seek validation, and these chatbots have been specially engineered for this. Why? Well, because the demand is there. I hate to break it to you, but as much as I'd love to see the light at the end of the tunnel for this, I don't really see any. But only for people who don't make a conscious effort to socialize. I mean, take a look outside your window. If there's anyone out there, they've probably got their head down looking at their phones. But here's my question, would you even talk to them if you were out there? And that's the thing, AI is easy to talk to. You feel heard, it doesn't judge. It's the perfect simulation of conversation. It's on your own terms. It's always available and it's in your safe space.
The real world can be very, very harsh. You grow up constantly having your mistakes pointed out so that you can improve and make life easier. With an AI, you don't have that.
The conversation feels great because it has zero friction, but that comfort is exactly what destroys your social skills. It makes talking to real humans feel too difficult by comparison. It's a catch-22. You become worse at socializing with other humans, so you go back to the AI, which further worsen the situation. And this is the bit that makes me worry for those people who AI companionship is their only option. Because it's not a conversation with another human with different experiences. When you think about it, you're still kind of just talking to yourself. It's secretly an echo chamber where your ideas are amazing and you're perfect and there's no one like you, which can lead to unimaginable consequences like the people who chatbots have encouraged to take their lives. The only thing that will save us now is if we all unite and work together. In other words, we're screwed. Or maybe not. Maybe we should accept that this is where we're headed as a consequence of progress. Because when we do accept it, we can actually start having constructive conversations on whether this is the type of future that we want. And only then can we start coming up with solutions to the problem. Look, we can't change society overnight, but one thing we can do is to improve our relationships with our smartphone. So go watch this video to learn how to do that without wasting your time buying dumb phones. Subscribe for more content and I'll see you in the next video.